This is the MGTOW Infinium here with an Infinium Christmas message. My MGTOW brothers, first of all, Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas to any MGTOW who is listening to this message worldwide via the internet, via YouTube or BitChute, wherever it is published. I would say to you, Merry Christmas. And secondly, my brothers, if you are like me, sitting alone in a room, but unlike me, feeling lonely, feeling distressed because of your loneliness, my MGTOW brothers, again, I will remind you of such what you've done. First of all, my brothers, you have made a critical decision to go your own way. You have made a critical decision to say, I will not submit to the feminist plantation state. You have therefore chosen to walk along a pathway which takes you towards your freedom, my brothers. So if you're like me, sitting in a room by yourself and your family is elsewhere in the house, celebrating their Christmas, celebrating their feminist plantation state Christmas, and you are being labeled like me, the crazy uncle who will not do his duty by marrying a single mother, or he is antisocial, blah, blah, blah. My MGTOW brothers, again, I take solace in the knowledge that I am free. I take solace and contentment and peace in the knowledge that I am on a roadway which takes me towards freedom. And so no matter how I am labeled, I am labeled at work, for instance, just for doing my job, just for going and doing my job and minding my business. I am labeled as mean and antisocial. Again, I am labeled by my family as a lying low, a shirker, a deadbeat, because I will not do my duty by going out and doing the noble thing by marrying a single mother. But my MGTOW brothers, again, I take solace, peace, and contentment in the fact that I am going on a road which will take me towards freedom. I take solace and peace and contentment that because of the MGTOW philosophy, it does not matter how the feminist plantation state labels me, because I am a man going my own way. And so therefore, my brothers, if you are sitting in your house feeling alone because your family has left you, your wife has left you, or you just don't feel a part of your quote unquote family because of your ways, because of your MGTOW ways, my brothers, as I've cited before in other messages to you, you are not alone. There is a contingent of men worldwide who have chosen to go their own way. And again, this was before the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus and all the complications brought with it. Men were going their own way, and men were saying, I will not submit to feminism anymore. And so therefore, my brothers, again, you may be alone physically, you may be alone mentally in the place that you are because of you're surrounded by family who is going the route of the feminist plantation state, whereas you are going the route of a MGTOW. But my brothers, again, as I've cited to you before, you're the one that is going somewhere. Your family, the simps around you, the feminists, the women who criticize you, who label you as antisocial, who label you as the one who is crazy, who needs to go to the psych ward, they are the ones who are going nowhere. My brothers, again, if you look at the progress that the MGTOW philosophy has brought you, for instance, anything from getting yourself out of a toxic relationship, getting your finances together, or just even at a basic level saying, I will not tolerate this in my life anymore. That, my brothers, is progress. And sometimes, my brothers, when you do the right things, when you go the right way, sometimes you have to walk alone in that type of thing. But my brothers, again, I will say to you, if you're alone physically, you are not alone in what the MGTOW philosophy brings to you and affords to you. There are many men worldwide who are going through what you're going through or even worse, and who are determined in their hearts that they will not submit to feminism in any form, way, or shape. So therefore, my brothers, again, don't look at your situation as futile because your family will not associate with you, because you no longer get those text messages from the woman that you thought you loved, that because you are being divorce raped around Christmas and you're wondering what I did wrong. My brothers, again, this is the time to begin to look forward to the future. And my brothers, again, if you just look back at the year that has gone past, you will find that, again, there was a great table turning process which put feminism on the ropes. And there was such a table turning process that it really began to push forward the prominence of the MGTOW philosophy. It began to push it into the mainstream, so to speak. It's so much so that, for instance, I was looking at a content producer from New Zealand, and the prime minister down there, who was a woman, wants to make the MGTOW philosophy and its associated tenets hate speech. That's how much the MGTOW philosophy has pushed forward. That's how much red pilling has pushed forward in this year. Because this year has allowed men to see how women really are. Again, I will remind you that divorce rates went up when the lockdown happened, that people like Tomi Lahren came out and said that all men were trash. All types of things happened. I think it was Kevin Samuels gave that woman who called into his show inappropriately a straight deal, and he was lambasted because of it. Whereas, again, she was wrong for what she did, but he was labeled wrong for what he did in telling her the truth. My MGTOW brothers, again, 2020 was an eye-opening year for men. And they began to see that from the richest to the average working day Joe, that there was no benefit, there was no value in cohabitating with or marrying women in this day and age. For instance, if a rich man could not keep a woman happy, with all the riches and the opportunities, how is it then that an average working day Joe could do likewise? So my MGTOW brothers, again, look at the value and the opportunity that the MGTOW philosophy has afforded you. Look at the open doors that are now present in your life. Look at the clearness of the pathway that is before you, the pathway to freedom. Look at all those things versus a feeling of loneliness because your feminist plantation state will no longer accept you. My MGTOW brothers, again, you are the one who is going somewhere. These people, these women, these simps around you, the ones that label you as valueless, who feel that your only value is a slave, slaving in the slave pits of the feminist plantation state where the sign over the gate says work towards freedom when in actuality is work towards death. You, my brothers, my MGTOW brothers, have value. You have more value than what you could ever think of, what you could ever conceive of. And again, as I cited before in other messages, other training sessions, that your freedom has an incalculable price upon it, and one that should not be cast down in order to reassociate yourself with the feminist plantation state. Because again, if you do so, not only will you lose your freedom, you will possibly lose your life and your value as a man. So my MGTOW brothers, on this Christmas Day, don't reflect upon the family who will not talk to you. Don't reflect upon the woman that you have associated with who you thought may have loved you, but they're not texting you because they're probably getting down with Pookie and Ray Ray or Chad or something like that. Don't reflect upon those things. Don't reflect upon the horrible things that women have done to you this year. But brothers, my MGTOW brothers, begin to look towards the future and what the future has for you. There's a Bible passage that says, forgetting what is past and pressing on to the mark. And I'll give you this type of scenario. I was a long time ago living in New York, and I was going to CCNY on the number 1 subway train. And there's a section of the number 1 line that goes up over a conduit and over a bridge, and then it goes up into I think it's the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and it's on a trestle. I looked below, and I saw a man running and a group of men chasing him. And he was far exceeding the men that were chasing him. He was getting away from them. But he kept looking back at them. He kept looking back at where they were chasing him instead of looking where he was going. And he ran into a light pole. And if you've ever seen some of the cartoons where, and I've actually seen this happen, it happened in actuality, his neck somehow got hung up on the light pole, and it swung him 360 and slammed him down to the ground. And the group of men caught up to him. And my brothers, again, if we look back at the past, look back at what women have done to us, look back at all the tragic things, which again, I have cited to you, my brothers. We all have had tragic, horrible things done to us. And we begin to contemplate these things and begin to look back at them we will wind up like that man going 360 around a light pole. So, my brothers, again, keep your eyes focused on where you're going in 2021. Don't look at the past. Don't look at what women have done to you. Don't try to contemplate and figure out how could I have made it better. But rather, my brothers, concentrate on yourself. Put yourself first. Concentrate on what you need to do, how you need to do things, what you need to do to maintain your sanctity and your peace as you walk along the MGTOW road with direct focus on where you're going. That's what you need to do, my brothers. So again, don't feel lonely. Don't feel distressed on this Christmas day, but rather, my brothers, feel in peace because you are in a place of peace and you are going towards peace in your life. Feel happy, my brothers, because you're free from something that has enslaved you, that has brought you to devastation in certain places. That's what you need to do, my brothers. That's what you need to do. And if there's any rejoicing, rejoice in your peace. Rejoice in who you are as a man because you are a man. You are more than what the feminist plantation state says about you, my brothers. You are more than what feminists say about you, what the ideology of feminism says about you. And this is because of the simple, infusing power of the MGTOW philosophy, which has afforded you, most of all, your freedom. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium Christmas message. My MGTOW brothers, now more than ever, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.